Forget one more time.
Get me all energized. All right, so I started reading this book, and on its face, I opened the page and I started reading this. I'm going to share what I started reading with you because it shocked the shit out of me. I was like, what's going on here? It's a book about learning to learn. Okay. We live in a world of unprecedented change. We are immersed in unpredictability and complexity. The more we discover, the more we know we have more to discover. We need skills and attitudes to help us learn how to make sense of chaos. We need to know how to find certainty within ourselves about what we want and who we believe we want to be. Wait, last one. All right. Yet we need to be able to show others our weaknesses and ask for help. We need to know how to pick ourselves up when we are down, to learn from uncertainty and disappointment, to shape our direction, and to be prepared to lose. We need the capacity to move more quickly than ever, yet stand still and drink in the richness of the moment. We need to know how to communicate. Communicate with people of vastly different cultures, but more importantly, be able to communicate with ourselves. We need to understand others and others' perceptions, even though they could be polar opposites of what we think or what we believe. We need to know how to laugh, to let go, to learn, to grow, to love and to mourn, and to move forward. We need humility and graciousness and the strength to absorb our own and others' inconsistencies. We need the resilience to remain in situations that cause us pain and to be able to find the joy in everything and everyone. Right? We need to know how to find the excellence that is within us all, to celebrate it with every bit of our being. We need to learn as we've never learned before. Right? So I open this book, and on page 5, that's what I read, and I'm like, damn. How do I get through that? Fucking thing's 700 feet. So I start thinking about, I gotta learn, and how do I go about doing that, right? Because so much of our learning is subconscious. So I started thinking, okay, let me flip the script a little bit. When am I at my worst? And when I feel like I'm at my worst is when I'm busy working on what I think others should perceive me as. Right? That outer self. So when I'm this morning, it's like, man, I was in the mirror. I don't know how this shit is gonna go down, but damn, don't I look good? Right? Right? I'm like, but I don't learn in that spot, right? I just, I find a safety net there. And so I started thinking about the gap between what I want you to perceive me to be and who I am, what my inner self is. Because the inner self is where we find curiosity and courage and resilience, elements that are going to give us the ability to learn and to grow, right? And so I think, well, why is it so hard to stay there? Why is it so hard to stay there? Because that comes along with, and it lives alongside self-esteem, vulnerability, right? Things that like, hey, I'd rather just get out there in front of me, make myself look damn good or strong, right? Knowing that when I go and I close the door behind me, and everybody's, and I'm by myself, I'm dealing with my inner being. And so, I look at that and I say, okay, well, how do I combat? How do I push down, or how do I re-energize and leverage that that sense of vulnerability, right? That self-esteem. How do I deal? How to get over that? And I look back and I reflect, and I see that the place that I sit or I stand is a place of kindness. It's a place of non-judgment, right? It's a place that gives you that ability to be secure in yourself, yet exercise your curiosity and your vulnerability so you can learn. Have I described this place like that? Have you guys know of a place like that?
Homeboys.
That's it! What?
Homeboys.
That's it! It's Homeboy. That's Homeboy. And when we accept that, we get results. Like my man here. Right? It transforms us. It puts us in a spot where we can exercise that vulnerability and that curiosity and learn and grow. Edine, another one. And it doesn't have to be education. Mariana. And that woman would kick ass anywhere she chooses to go. Right? So, I leave you with a writing from T.W. White, I believe his name is, the British author. It says, the best thing for being sad is to learn something. That is the only thing that never fails. You may grow old and trembling in your anatomies. You may lie awake at night listening to the disorder of your veins. You may see the world around you devastated by evil lunatics, or know your honor trampled in the sewers of baser minds. There is only one thing for it then, to learn. Learn why the world wags and what wags it. That is the only thing which the mind can never exhaust, never alienate, never be tortured by, never fear or distrust, and never dream of regretting. Learning is the thing for you.
Amen.